Good morning, Facebook. This is for Jill P. Carter. This is for the Maryland Black Caucus. This is for Delegate Smith. This is for Delegate Clippinger. Nick Mosby. I was kidnapped by the state, and the state knew about this. Nick Mosby knew about this. Marilyn Mosby knew about this. Because I was making a documentary about your war on drugs. How to stop the violence in Baltimore. It's the Civilian Review Board. I gave this to the Civilian Review Board in 2011 when I got locked up. I gave it to Greg Bernstein. I gave it to the Civilian Review Board. And I gave it to y'all again in 2013. Started getting money. It says excessive force, harassment, false imprisonment, and false arrest. I was kidnapped by the state. And this is the case right here, where I was kidnapped by the state in Maryland. And this was, I was harassed by the police where y'all came into my house and put guns to my head. That's convicts lawyers call for confessions coerced. I went to file a class action lawsuit about the war on drugs. That's Nick Mosby. All right, that's Nick Mosby. All right, Johnny Oleski. All right. This is WJZ, and this is when I was kidnapped by the state, falsely accused and imprisoned illegally. And that's me. And it's about your prison industry. That's 2017. That's a follow-up. Adam May. All right. Like I said, Civilian Review Board, excessive force, abusive labor, harassment, false imprisonment, false arrest. That's Kathleen Hughes. That's President Trump. That's President Trump. I was falsely arrested and incarcerated. All right. And I was making a movie about y'all, the 50 DVDs original whistleblower submission, which is named Shellenberger and 52 members of the Democratic Party in Maryland. I have testified in front of the House Judiciary and the Senate Judiciary. Yeah. See that? It's a ceasefire program. And Governor O'Malley shot the ceasefire program down, but now y'all talking about ceasefire and end the violence. I've been talking about ceasefire since 2006. That's Governor Blagojevich. Because like I said, I was kidnapped in Maryland. I was kidnapped in Illinois. That's my Storm Falls Road. That's Blagojevich before he went to jail. All right? My constitutional civil rights have been violated. Crazed black man. All right? Respectfully seeking justice, I want to be free. Now, that's Mr. Davis. And that's Billy Murphy. And Billy Murphy don't want no parts of this case. Like I said, I was kidnapped in Illinois in 2007. I went home on vacation, came back on probation. And that's the Department of Justice number. Like I said. It's the Maryland Black Caucus, 2009, 1402 Lockton. I was kidnapped because I was making a movie about how y'all make money off of black bodies. See that? Mayor Pugh's my main witness. See that? I contacted y'all, Muse, Gladden, Conway, McFadden. I contacted each and every one of y'all. Adrian Jones. Each one of y'all had this. See this? Each one of y'all had this. Thelma Branch. United States District Court. Breach of fiduciary declaration of relief. Y'all took my property. The state of Maryland took my property. $2.6 million in lost wages. False imprisonment. Theft of property. My intellectual property. And these are the culprits. Y'all going after Marilyn Mosby and y'all going after the controller, but y'all leaving these white people alone to keep doing the stealing around here. Slave catching. These are the people that violated the law. I was kidnapped. That's the writ of mandamus. You feel me? That's a writ of mandamus. So y'all got this. You also got this. You have a responsibility to the truth to make sure I don't end up dead. My movie is done. My trial is going to be one for the ages. You feel me? That's Annette Murphy from the FBI. That's Jane Weibel. Jane Miller from Fox. Yeah, that's Jane Miller. That's the FBI. That's the FBI. That's Mike Shue. You feel me? Karen Parks from Fox 45. Senator Terry Link. Zaki Dar. WGN News. Chicago FBI Tuesday. Chicago FBI. See that? We don't want no misunderstandings. Sent my documentary to these people last week. Think I'll pass around the DVDs in the parking lot. All right, that's 2009. Fast forward right here. 2011, when y'all kidnapped me. I was kidnapped. All right, later Thursday morning, February 24th. Shorty's full name is Dwayne G. Davis. And that's how I can find him on YouTube. Maybe Facebook too. His brother works for the FBI. William Lewis Davis. His friend is Cheryl Nelson. All right. WJZ contacts for raft of the material. Ston Saunders, Kai Jackson. Ston Saunders almost 20 years ago came up with the Gibbler. All right. This is the police report. And this is what you charged me with. All right. This is what you charged me with. You kidnapped me from my home at 1402 Lochner. Afro-American. Phony destructive device. False statement. I didn't make no statements. I turned in you as a whistleblower. All right. These are the charges. You feel me? That's the circuit court. Bosley Avenue. See that? That's the case right here. I was kidnapped by the state. I fired my lawyer and defended myself. I'm a whistleblower on your prison industry. Yeah, I blew the whistle on your prison industry. The treatment of inmates in the Baltimore City, Baltimore County Detention Center, and the Lake County Detention Center. That's the clerk of the court on Calvert Street. That's the case number right there that y'all locked me up for. I was supposed to have a trial. All right. Frank Conway's office destroyed this. 1402 Lochner. I had a $54 million lawsuit right here. This was a $54 million lawsuit exposing the prison industry. Right here. Right here. See when it was filed? Document tracking, judge history. All right. I was supposed to have that trial, but I was locked up and I couldn't have that trial. Excessive force, harassment, false imprisonment, false arrest. You locked me up to keep me from filing this case. That's the Civilian Review Board. That's Lake County, Illinois. 2000 this is about disbarred state's attorneys. The plaintiff's office, the state's attorney, Lake County State's Attorney's Office. Appeals and dismissal. All right. This is the Maryland State Ethics Commission on Calvert Street. I filed my ethics. State Board of Elections. I ran against Governor Hogan and Lieutenant Governor Boyd Rutherford. I ran as an indigent. I ran as a poor man. You feel me? And that's my paperwork. I was kidnapped by the state, and y'all destroyed evidence. request a grand jury. That's the Department of Justice. It's Baltimore City, Baltimore County. All right. And that's in Baltimore Night Dropbox, bankruptcy court. Block party gets bigger and better. We talk about the murder and the death. Dog, they've been killing and killing since 1974. This is 2009. Davis, we dying out here. And what's our options? Maryland Black Caucus, Ed Norris, Larry Lesser, Ed Norris, Tony Bridges, Bobby Zirkin, Telma Branch, 1402 Lochner, Judge Bridges. Like I said, I was making a movie and a documentary. I was kidnapped. I was kidnapped because I was showing you the art of getting money off of black bodies. Came to GOP Carter's office in 2008, 2009. You can ask Karen York. You can ask Nicole Mondo and Christopher Williams. Nick Mosby had this program. I gave it to him on Manic Monday with Ron Matz. Gave it to Marilyn Mosby too. They used my Shorty program for their own personal use. My program is copywritten. My program is from 1986. Go to the state of Illinois nonprofit organizations and look up Shorties. I was established in November of 1985. You locked up an activist. You locked up a businessman. You kidnapped me. And I got my paperwork in order. And now I'm ready to go I'm asking for political asylum. President Trump got this. President Trump didn't have this for over a year. But the prison industry, he ain't going to address the prison industry. President Trump done had this over a year. And it's exposing the corruption in the Democratic Party in Maryland. I was kidnapped. I was falsely imprisoned. It was a false arrest. And Baltimore City Review Board ain't do nothing about it. That's the Department of Justice. And it ain't going to be just us in 2020.